G'day guys, what is happening? My name is NatoPotato and welcome to, I guess it's the second episode of Ask Nato. It's a series I'm doing where basically you guys just ask me whatever the hell you want. Whatever the hell you want. I almost swore, I almost used a really bad word, but I stopped myself because I got self-control. That's what it's about. It's all about the self-control. Power to me. Power to the people. Power to everyone. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway guys, welcome to Ask Nato. This is probably, I guess, the first episode. Let's call it the first episode, even though it's the second, it's the first. Before I get into it, I just want to give a little shout out to a couple of guys that have done some absolutely strange but wonderful things for me. One of these guys is Gaming Potato. He photoshopped my face onto various objects and I'm gonna put them on the screen. It's pretty messed up. I mean, what the hell, man? Like, seriously, what? Why am I a turkey? Why? And then this other one, I'm just like, my face is everywhere and I'm just like, and I'm on a dog. Dude, why? Why did you do that? Guys, the second little shout out I want to give out to Buttons. He has drawn me the most amazing piece of fan art I have ever seen in my life. It's me as a potato. It is just so awesome, man. I cannot thank you enough. When I got it, I was absolutely blown away. I've been trying to get a frame for it. I've been trying to print it as well on some nice glossy photo paper so I can put it up somewhere in my room. I don't know where I'm gonna put it, but I'm gonna put that up on my mantelpiece. If I had a mantelpiece. I don't actually know what a mantelpiece is, but you know, I think I know what it is, so I'm gonna put it on that if I ever get one. But man, thank you so much. This is absolutely amazing. I'm so grateful, and you're just so beautiful, man. Alright, all that aside, let's get straight into it, guys. I've never done anything like this before, so bear with me. I don't know how it's gonna go, but let's just see what happens. I'm not gonna get time to answer all of your questions. That's why I'm doing this as a series, so all the questions that I don't get to answer today, I will answer next time, I guess. And if I don't answer your questions 100% properly, just leave something down below so I know, and then I'll try to answer it even better next time for you. And if you do have any more questions or any comments that you guys want to leave them down below and I'll answer them in the next episode. Let's get into it, shall we? Let's do it. Yes! The first comment / question comes from Naze. So glad you're going forward with this, bud. Are you stopping shoutouts now? I'm not actually stopping shoutouts. He commented this as I was uploading a shoutout. It was my bad. I was uploading it late. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. What is your favorite game you've ever played? And if you could give one piece of advice to small channels on how to grow, what would it be? Keep it up, man. You're awesome. First of all, you're awesome. What is my favorite game? My favorite game of all time would have to be Diablo. I absolutely loved that game as a kid. I played number 1, number 2, and I used to play 3 non-stop, but I haven't played it in so long. My favorite game at the moment, still probably Rocket League, mainly because it doesn't take up so much time. I can sit there, play one game, and then get the hell out of there. Because I'd probably lose and rage if I stayed any longer than that. If you could give one piece of advice to small channels on how to grow, what would it be? It would be to just never give up. Write down all your goals. Make sure you're looking at your goals every single day. Tick them off as you achieve them. The main thing, guys, is to just never give up and just keep doing it. If you love doing it, just keep doing it and never give up, because you will see results. Even though it may take a while, it will happen. Don't you worry, okay? Don't you worry. The next question comes from Britain's Worst Gamer. Why does quicksand work slowly? I really had to think about this one, man. And then I couldn't come up with an answer, so I turned to Google. Ha! Google has it all. Google has it all. I found out that the word quick is an old term meaning alive, so basically it just means alive sand. That's why it's called quicksand. It means it's alive. It looks like it's not, but as soon as you stand on it, you're absolutely fucked. This next question comes from Nyancat. Do you like potatoes? Is that even a question? The next question comes from CO2 Remedy. He asks, what was it that encouraged you to start YouTube, and what is a job that is keeping you from doing incredible videos? So I did a day in the life last week, basically explained everything that I did during the day. What I do for a job is basically I sell homes. That's a short story, but if you guys check out the day in the life video that I did, you'll understand exactly what I do. If you have any questions, please let me know. His other question was, what is it that encouraged you to start YouTube? Now, I've wanted to do YouTube for how many years? It's been a very long time. Let me try count. I've been wanting to do YouTube for about 8 years. I really liked gaming, and I wanted to share it with everyone, but I didn't have a good enough PC or anything like that to actually record. I wanted to start YouTube when I was about 15 or 16, I think. That's when it was like starting to get really popular, and I just couldn't. Like, I really couldn't. I didn't have the money to get myself a PC that was good enough to actually record and play games at the same time. So I pretty much waited like 6 or 7 years before I could actually get a PC that could handle recording and handle games. So you could imagine how much it was killing me on the inside waiting this long for me to record YouTube. Elvis the Alien asks, what is your favorite potato dish? To be honest, it would have to be potato bake. I love the hell out of that shit. The Golden Smoke asks, are you an alien potato? We will never know. Bearded Gamer says, spunky and spontaneous. I love it, dude. I love you. Okay, where did you get the name NatoPotato? Alright, this is gonna be a bit weird, but basically my mum gave me that name about 2 or 3 years ago. She randomly brought it out of nowhere, and I was like, that is a good YouTube name. Thanks, mum. Thank you very much. If you're watching, I love you. This next question comes from, I don't know if I'm about to pronounce it right, but Luc Lafontaine. Tell me if I'm wrong. Maybe it's my Australian accent. Is YouTube worth it? To be honest, I'm gonna say it is 100 and billion, 50 gazillion, 1 jillion, million, infinity% worth it, man. You should really do it if you have the time, if you have the patience, and if you have the motivation. You need all of those things to be able to do it. Otherwise, you're just gonna get down all the time. If people aren't watching your videos or commenting on your videos, you're gonna feel like it's not worth it, but you have to stick in there and you have to push through it. It does take up a lot of time, but it is so worth it. I wouldn't give it up for a second. I absolutely love it. I hope that answers your question, man. Thank you. Moving on, this next question comes from Just a Game. He says, now, that's what I call an interesting idea. A question, but not too Q&A-ish. That's hard. Licky face. If you're always that funny, also outside making vids, how are you when you're drunk? Does it get better, or do you sit quietly in a corner like a little sad boy? To be honest, I had a look for some drunk photos / videos of me, but they do not exist anymore, mainly because it's probably so embarrassing that they've just been wiped off the face of the earth. When I get drunk, if I get drunk, I get absolutely silly. I start rapping and singing and probably breakdancing and making loud noises. So essentially, it gets more crazy than it already is. The next question comes from Kawaii Fangirl. She says, your opinion on unicorn butts? I love them. I love them so much. This one comes from Leviathan. He says, do you lift? If so, how much? More than Leviathan? Question mark. With a strongman, with a emoji strongman face. I started lifting not long ago, and I don't lift much. I can tell you that I do not lift much at all. They're fake. They're implants, they're not even real. This one comes from Elfblade Gaming. He says, LMAO, preaching NATO, advice from NATO, exciting. That's exciting, man. Well then, I want to know how to give mouth to mouth to a koala bear. They feed their children poo. Or so I've heard. Now, I don't know what kind of fetish wildlife shows you've been watching, man, but I don't think they do feed their children poo. I don't know, I haven't really researched that. I want to know how to give mouth to mouth to a koala bear. Why would you want to know that? Do you have a koala bear at home? And if so, is he dying? Or she? Is she or he dying? If you want to give mouth to mouth to a koala bear, it is essentially the same way as you do it to a human, except you don't use as much pressure. So instead, it's like giving it CPR to a baby. You're using fingers, not whole hands. I hope that makes sense. Don't take my advice on it. If a koala bear dies in the presence of your CPR, then it's not my fault, okay? Thanks. Steve-O says, is there a bike inside your room? No, there's not. There's actually 2 bikes. 1, 2. There's 2 bikes. I hope that answers your question. This next one comes from King Oatcake. I think that's how you say it. What got you into gaming? Well, I started gaming when I was very young. I probably would have been like 5 or 6 or something when I had a Super Nintendo. I used to play Super Mario. It was absolutely amazing. I could never finish any of the levels, so I used to get my mum to finish them for me and then pretend like I finished them myself. Hazardor asks, if you could give one tip on how to improve a gaming channel, what would it be? My one tip would be to just get out there, network with as many people as you can, build a community. Don't just upload videos and expect people to watch them and not give anything else in return. Build a community with your followers, you know, just connect. It's the only way you can grow as a channel. I wish I could connect a lot more with you guys, but unfortunately with my work, it makes it so hard, but I do my best. And that's how I've gotten this far, is I've just been, you know, I've connected with as many people as I can. I've built a lot of friends, I've made a lot of friendships, and I've joined just communities that are absolutely amazing and so supportive. So that's the one tip I could give you for improving your gaming channel, man. Frax Ultra asks, do you use a custom computer? I'm not too sure what you mean by a custom computer, but I guess I do. I built my computer myself. I'm planning on doing a gaming setup video where I'm going to show you all my specs and everything that I kind of use to do my videos, what my computer is, and I hope that answers your question, man. DLOFlow TV asks, what got you into doing YouTube? I answered that one just a bit before, so I hope that answer was good enough for you, man. I don't think there's much point in me explaining anymore onto how I got into it. Unless you guys really didn't understand how I got into it, then I'll go into it a bit further for you guys. Now this one is a very strange question. It comes from Filmish. He said, say you jump into the ocean and turn into a potato. Wow. Now picture this. You are seeing all these fish, big ones, slimy ones, little bitty Oreo sized ones. And out of the blue, there's an old man riding on a sea turtle playing his banjo. He is playing the tune My Little Pony, and he turns to, he said to you, which head, you may ask? Both. Now he swims up to you and asks, can I be your mama? Would you? Hell yes I would! Oh my god, some old guy riding a sea turtle playing a banjo to the tune of My Little Pony, and he turns both his head, not only one of his heads, his other head, which I'm assuming is his man bits. Hell yes I'd be his mama. Hope that answers your question, man. Gaming Potato says, if the questions can be weird then, fist me. Okay, get ready. Get ready. This next one comes from J-Man Gaming. He says, do you plan on doing collabs with anyone? I would love to absolutely do that, guys, but unfortunately with my work, I just can't find the time. I really cannot find the time. And the time zone differences is just absolutely insane. If I do it, I've got to be up at like 2 in the morning, or I've got to be up really late, and it's just crazy. It's just really hard at the moment. I'd absolutely love to do them, guys, but you know, I just can't at the moment. I'm hoping that I can eventually step away from my job and do YouTube full time. In that case, hell yeah, bring on the collabs. The Golden Sheep says, late night upload. It's like 1 AM where you are, right? I'm pretty sure I scheduled this video, but let's pretend I didn't, and let's pretend I stayed up at 1 AM because that's how dedicated I am. Question, can you marry me? Yes, let's get married right now, man. I am so up for it, so up for it. It's Hazardous asks, can you fondle me daddy? Yes, I can fondle your daddy. I hope he's into that kind of stuff, but I can definitely do that. If that's what he's into, I will do it. Nations Gamer says, what PC do you have and what's a good PC within £500? Now, I'm planning on doing a gaming video, so I'm not gonna say what I've got in my PC, but £500, I'm not entirely sure what the currency conversion rate is, but I'd say it would be close to maybe like 900 or 1,000 Australian dollars, because Australian dollar sucks absolute balls. With that much, I'd say you'd probably get away with something like a GTX 950, i3, maybe i5 processor, probably 8 gigs of RAM, decent hard drive, decent motherboard, and that will keep you going for a bit. But to be honest, I'd be waiting for the new Nvidia cards to come out, which should be sometime this year, because they're absolutely gonna blow your mind off, your face holes off your mind. Ali Mod asks, how are you? By the way, intro was sick because I didn't understand anything. That's awesome. It's always good to know that my intros don't make any sense and that you absolutely love them anyway. How are you? I am great, thank you for asking. How are you, my friend? The Chucker says, okay, I've got some. How many seconds old are you? Now, At the moment, I am 715,180,587 seconds old. That's a lot of millions. That's how old I am, man. You asked for it and you get it. Do you charge your high fives to make them explosive? Well, let's find out, shall we? High five! How was that? Is it possible to wash shoes in the dishwasher? I'm gonna go ahead and say yes, it is very possible to wash your shoes in the dishwasher. I've never done it before, but I don't see why you couldn't. But if you get in trouble for doing it, I didn't say nothing. I didn't say nothing. Call me do ask, who invented socks? I think that's a real question. That is a very good question. I don't know who invented socks, so let's find that out right now. Who invented socks? Ancient Greeks wore socks from matted animal hair for warmth. There you go. The more you know, the more you know. LV Gaming says, why are you so fabulous? I don't know, LV Gaming, why are you so fabulous, man? Answer me that. Something Clever asks, where Totes gonna cheat and echo your question to us. What are some of your favorite bands and how did you get into that kind of music? Serenades NATO with the Metal by Tenacious D. That is an awesome song. Thank you so much for serenading that for me. I could just imagine how beautiful it would be from you guys. My favorite bands at the moment are a band called Polaris, Era, Amity Affliction, I See Stars. That's all I can think of at the moment. There's a lot more. How did you get into that kind of music? Basically, I got into that kind of music from playing Need for Speed Most Wanted. They had a couple of my most all-time favorite tracks, Hand of Blood from Bullet for My Valentine and Blinded and Changed by Avenged Sevenfold. After that, they were my winning songs. Every time they came on, I won every single race. After that, I made a vow that I would listen to heavy metal for the rest of my life. I hope that answers your question. Potato Villager asks, nice vid brother, licky face and then cross face with the open mouth. Why did you start YouTube? Well, I answered that before, man. I hope the answer was good enough for you. If you want me to answer it again, I am more than happy to. I love you. Born Loser says, are you mashed, roasted, baked or boiled potato? What if I told you I'm a combination of all? Button says, NATO, how much do you love me? Well, Buttons, that is one tricky question. If I was to multiply pi by 1,300,000,000,000, go back to the moon 500 times, back and forth between Earth and the moon, and then out to Saturn and backwards again, and then forwards to another galaxy, on my spaceship, around the whole entire galaxy and universe and everything combined, and come back, that would still not be enough love for you. So I love you 1,000,000,000 times more than that. I hope that answers your question, man, because I really do love you. Guys, I'm gonna have to end that one there. I think this went on a little bit longer than I was hoping to, but I just couldn't resist asking all those questions. There's still a few more that I didn't get to, so I'm sorry if I didn't get to answer your questions. I will next time, but in the meantime, leave some more questions, leave some more comments, and just tell me what you guys think about this series because I absolutely love it. It's a lot of fun, and I hope you guys are enjoying it. Make sure you leave a like, leave a comment, and subscribe. Stay safe, guys. And don't do anything I wouldn't do.